Hey, welcome back. I hope you all are doing well and having a lovely day. We have part 7 of our questions with Amber Lynn, and I am recording this the same day as part 6, so I'm still gross for the same reasons as part 6. So we have 10 more questions with our girl, and we're going to see what she's answered this time. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Question number 1. I think what puts a lot of people off about you is that you act like being 500 pounds is easy. There are people in your community half your size that are open about the struggle of being overweight, and you act like you're fine. You're literally not. Why can't you just be honest? It's okay. You're morbidly obese and things will be harder for you. We get it. Amberlyn says, I literally talk about how rough it is being 500 pounds all the time. Just because there are some things that don't fit into my story doesn't mean I am acting like I am fine or that being 500 pounds is super easy. Being this big is something that I am accustomed to now, but not only that, being this big isn't one size fits all. Everyone is different. I am just tired of complaining about the shit that I have to deal with being this size. I am grateful my body loves me. I have treated it bad, but somehow it is fighting. Example. Me and another YouTuber are the same size, but she can barely stand up for more than 3 seconds. Well, I just got done deep cleaning my apartment for hours. People like you saying, why can't you just be honest, are the people who only want to hear that I am rotting by the second. That every single thing I do in my life is almost impossible, that I cannot wipe and my body is aching 24/7 and I never shower and I cannot even breathe on my own. None of these things are true for me. I'm sorry. Like, no, sorry, that is not me. In 2019, I was so very fucking close and practically was dead, but I am literally the opposite of that person now. Whew, that was a lot to read. Yeah, everybody's different. Everybody's going to have different struggles. Her saying that another YouTuber is like the same size as her and can barely stand made me think of Hungry Fat Chick, who weighed in, I think, recently on TikTok or something with Nikocado Avocado, and she's like 560, I think, which is how big Amber was when she was pretty much bedridden. Well, she was 572-ish, but just, close to that weight. But yeah, it's going to affect everybody differently. Amber's right, there is no one size fits all and everybody is different. So everybody's going to have different struggles and everybody's going to respond differently. My mom used Plantor for her hair loss. It didn't work. I think nothing works. Amberlyn says, I have never heard of that before, but thanks for letting me know. I heard that having a hysterectomy can cause hair loss, but thankfully I have not experienced that yet. I have experienced my hair being a completely different texture and it is wavy. It's so damn odd, lol. Yeah, so a lot of people were speculating, like in the video where she was giving Twinkie a bath, when she was bent over, like the hair at like the nape of her neck, some people thought it looked like she had hair loss. I know Young Dumb Honey Bun had a video where she said it looked like Amberlyn had an undercut, kind of like she did, based on where it was like positioned, because it looked like it was like even with her ears. I personally think it was just the way Amberlyn was positioned. I think it honestly was just the way maybe a fat roll was landing, for lack of a better term. And I think that maybe it just looked weird because of the way it was angled. I don't think Amberlyn is going bald in the back of her head. But Amber, you do have hair loss. We saw in your latest video. The lower half of your head is bald, like an undercut even. Amberlyn says, ha ha ha, I am dying. Someone said that to me, and my girlfriend and I went to go watch the clip, and we watched it over and over and over and over and over. We could not stop laughing. We zoomed in, we took screenshots, we watched it slow, fast, regular speed, etc. My hair does not look like that, LMFAO. We are so damn confused, and I went into a mental breakdown for a minute and had her take videos of my hair, and nope, not balding, LMFAO. I do not understand why it looks like that in the clip, LOL. Or lol. Yeah, you know, like I just said, people keep bringing this up, and I think it's just the way her body was positioned and maybe the way her bun was pulled up. It just made it look a little thin, but yeah, I don't know. It's a little weird. Did you know if you lost all the weight, you have an attractive, hot face that would make it easy for you to get married to a decent guy and have a family instead of a lesbian with overweight women? Sorry. Amberlyn says, I don't date women because of how I look. I date them because they are what sexually, mentally, and emotionally satisfy me. I date them for the same reason a heterosexual male would. Guys like fat chicks. I will not and never have had an issue with finding a man. SSBBW lovers are all over the world. Gender doesn't matter. I believe that means same-sex, big, beautiful women. Plus, some people just aren't shallow and they can see past a vessel and get to know someone on the inside and fall in love with them regardless of their size. So apparently this person, I'm gonna guess that it's a man, thinks that Amberlyn is just a lesbian because she's fat and can't get a man. So do you think that all lesbians are fat and are only lesbians because they're fat and don't think they can get a dude? And oh, this just makes me laugh so much because I'm a lesbian, and that's not why I'm a lesbian either, even though I'm also overweight. I've dated women of all shapes and sizes. Oh goodness, the idiocy of some people is astounding. Girl, the reason you're never going to get away from your title as the biggest liar on the planet is because you lie about every single thing. It's sad. You're 500 plus pounds, you're about my height, and you're saying you can touch your toes. Put that in your next vlog. Show us you touching your toes. That will literally get your views up, so if it's true, there is no reason not to. But the fact that I can barely touch my toes tells me you're a lie. Amberlyn says, LMFAO. Okay, how would you like me to touch my toes? What positions? I will vlog it. So this was 6 days ago as of the day that I'm recording this, and I have not seen this in a vlog. Just because somebody's overweight doesn't mean they can't touch their toes. I mean, sure, there might be some belly in the way, but I mean, I can bend over and tie my shoes and touch my toes without squatting. I just bend at the waist and bend over and do it. It doesn't have anything to do with how big you are if you're able to bend and do that. Some people are skinny and can't bend over and touch their toes. Why do you always compare yourself to skinny people? Skinny people can get cancer too. Skinny people get diabetes too. Skinny people get fat too. LMAO. You're not skinny. You never will be. It doesn't help your argument the way you think it does. Amberlyn says, I don't want to be skinny. Perfect body type, in my opinion, is someone with a good amount of meat on them while being healthy. Anyways, to answer your question, it's because, quote, skinny people are unhealthy too. Everyone is constantly blaming my weight for this and that, but meanwhile, their grandma died of the same issue while being 130 pounds. Yeah, I mean, Amberlyn has a very, very slight point here, but when Amberlyn does this, well, skinny people or other people, she's playing the whataboutism game. It's like, well, if that person can do it, then why can't I? Or, well, that person got sick, but I'm also sick. But it's more about her taking responsibility. And it's like, we're not talking about other people, Amberlyn. We're talking about you. So when she's like, well, other people get sick. Yeah, sure, but we're not talking about other people right now, are we? And I think that's the point she's missing. And also the person that posted the question. But yeah, that they have a point when they say it doesn't help your argument the way you think it does, because it really doesn't. Just because somebody else has an issue or does something is kind of irrelevant. Whew, another long one. Here we go. Let me get a drink before I read this one. The more you try to convince us you shower, the less we will believe you. It's not even that I don't think you shower, you clearly do. I do, however, believe you lie about the frequency at which you shower. You tell so many half-truths. Do you regret telling your audience about your 2019 situation type deal? Since then, you've taken every opportunity to try to prove to your haters that you do shower. Something you also did back in 2019. Amberlynn says, y'all have requested for me to vlog. Y'all have stated multiple times that even though my life is boring, you still want to have a peek into my life by me filming and uploading vlogs. Each vlogger, including myself, talks about their mundane tasks throughout the day or their daily routine or hygiene, etc. Just because I talk about showering or show something about showering does not mean I am just trying to prove that I shower, because honestly, I couldn't care less if y'all thought I showered or not, LMAO. I know that I shower daily, and I live with my girlfriend who is with me 24/7 who knows I shower every single day. This argument was started and made by y'all, and I am simply going to end it here because it is so unproductive and pointless. Y'all are literally so bored that you gaslight me about my own showering schedule, LMFAO. I have come to terms that no matter what, y'all will put me in the light of someone who is dirty, lies, and is a narcissist. There is no other way y'all describe me other than that. So I'm going to keep letting y'all feel and think what you want, but I am ending it on my side now. Have fun arguing with yourselves. Yeah, I think people trying to say that Amber's lying about showering daily or lying about showering, I think it's a little silly. I don't care how often she showers. It's really not my business. She says she showers daily. I don't have a reason to not believe her. We see that she's mobile. She's not bedridden like she was in 2019. So, you know. Quote, everyone is constantly blaming my weight for this and that, but meanwhile their grandma died of the same issue while being 130 pounds. Yeah. And their grandma was probably 60, 70 years old. Girl, you're ignorant. Amberlynn says, it was the first family member I thought of. Okay, their sister who died at the age of 24 who was 127 pounds. Is that better? Like, my God, fat people aren't the only ones who get sick and die. Get over it. My weight is my problem, not yours. So, like I said previously about this issue, anybody can get sick, but she's playing the whataboutism. But when you are morbidly obese and overweight, you have a greater chance of having other health issues. I have a greater chance of having other health issues because I'm overweight. Amberlynn certainly does. And I think a lot of people mention this to her because they are legitimately concerned for her. And the whole, my weight's my problem, is she's discounting that people that are legitimately concerned for her and want to see her get healthier are bringing these things up for that reason. And because she has decided to share her weight loss journey multiple times and tried multiple times online, she has made it people's business to comment and have an opinion on it. So, there is that. Does everyone hear how they sound? I'm over here like, girl, what is going on? You can't touch your toes. You can't shower without getting your hair wet. Blah, blah, blah. People, calm it down. I may not have clapped in time there with the little clappy hands. Are we really doing this right now? If anyone else would have said this, they would have just taken it at face value. But because you say it, sound the alarm. We've got some liar Lynn on our hands. What is wrong with people? Obsessed doesn't even touch how people are being. My goodness. This is what our questions are? People are accusing you of lying about touching your toes and how you shower. I literally cannot even. Spend your energy on answering questions from people who are actually kind, love. Amberlynn says, ugh, exactly. Literally everything I say and do is put under a microscope. Even the little shit that doesn't even matter. It's obsessive in an unhealthy way, but they aren't ready for that conversation. I do believe there is a lot of little stupid things that people think she's lying about and think they're gotchas or ahas. But it's because she has lied about little stupid shit in the past that doesn't matter. Like her ring size. So yeah, I think there are a lot of people that do analyze and look at every single little thing and take some things a little too far. Many people who have diabetes also have problems with immune system activation. The number of immune fighter cells sent to heal wounds and their ability to take action is often reduced. If your immune system can't function properly, wound healing is slower and your risk of infection is higher. Amberlynn says, when I stop picking, it heals normally. So yeah, we do know that Amberlynn does have a problem with picking her skin. So she's probably picking the wounds and making them not heal faster, and also making them scar more, which I mentioned before. Her right forearm looks so bad. There's so many little scars on it. All right, that was 10 more questions with Amberlynn. Some were pretty interesting, I think. Some, just kind of amusing. But we are getting a little more insight into Amberlynn and what she thinks. She does have a lot of supporters on Tellonym, which is good for her to know that not everybody is a hater, I guess. But yeah, it's... I think we're starting to run out of interesting questions that people are asking her, but we'll see what else people come up with. I know there are some that are kind of like repeating from video to video, and it's either because I've forgotten or people may not watch every single video that I'm doing on these, so maybe having a couple of repeats isn't too bad. But that's all I got for you on this one. So until next time, be safe and take care.